Hey Metalheads, willkommen zu Metals Forever. Heute ist unserem zweiten Special Motorhead. Also dieser Abend wird lang mit Sicherheit. Ich habe 3 Gäste da und wir werden viel über Lemmy reden. Wir werden viele Geschichten hören, wir werden viel Musik von ihm hören. Nur Lemmys Repertoire ist so groß, so riesig, dass man natürlich nicht jeden Song spielen kann. Aber ich habe ein paar Überraschungen mit dabei. Aber bevor es losgeht, natürlich erstmal ein Gruß an unsere Sponsoren, bevor ich es wieder sagen kann, let the madness begin. Here we go. Die Metal is Forever Rockcast Show wird präsentiert von Hardline, das Rock- und Metal-Magazin. Überall erhältlich, wo es Zeitschriften gibt. Im Abo besonders günstig. 6 Ausgaben zu 25 €. Holt es euch. Hardline, das Rock- und Metal-Magazin. The Vegan Ashes of Rock'n'Roll. Veganer Lifestyle ist lebendiger Rock'n'Roll. Wir sind Rebellen. Wir sind Veganer. Wir lieben das Leben und leben es mit jeder Menge Spaß. Fliesenspitzner, Ihr zuverlässiger Handwerker für alle Aufgaben rund um das Verlegen von Fliesen, Platten, Mosaik und Naturstein. Crazy Stuff Tattoo in Schwandorf, Tätowierer aus Leidenschaft. Dein Tattoo-Studio in privater Atmosphäre und für individuelle Tattoos. Luftraum Fürstenfeldbruck, die Rock- und Metal-Kneipe. Jede Woche von Donnerstag bis Samstag Rock und Metal vom Feinsten. Power Concerts Burg Lengenfeld. Wenn es um Konzerte geht, dann Power Concerts. Karten gibt's an allen bekannten Vorverkaufsstellen. Backguard Studios. Zusammenarbeit mit Indiscreet Audio. Das Metal Dream Team für die metallischen Produktionen vom ersten Ton bis zum fertigen Produkt seid ihr bei uns an der richtigen Stelle. Meldet euch unverbindlich bei uns. The Metal is Forever. Schwammerhandler. Fanshop Story Mall. Der offizielle Partner der Metal is Forever Rockcast Show. Rock of Angels Records. Von Metal Fans für Metal Fans. The home of Rock and Metal. Roar! Und unser Posterboy, unser Metalhead des Tages ist, schauen wir uns von vorne an, denn er ist ein ganz besonderer und der ist auch heute live dabei. Unser Stoffel. Und diese Donnerknalls, die hört ihr heute am laufenden Band. Das ist wie ein roter Faden heute. Denn Motorhead war Donner. Das war, ja, wir werden Geschichten erleben, was uns alles passiert ist in Motorhead-Konzerten in den 80er vor allem so. Oder wo auch jemand sogar von uns ins Krankenhaus eingeliefert ist nach dem Motorhead wegen Gehörsturz. Allem drum und dran. Also, was passieren könnte, Motorhead ist eine große Band gewesen. Es könnte sein, dass der eine oder andere Song vielleicht geblockt wird. Müssen wir wieder warten dann. Ich habe 2 Songs ausgewählt, dass wir mal wenigstens ein oder 2 durchlaufen lassen. Ich probiere es, Live-Sachen, Originalvideos sowieso nicht. Und schauen wir mal, wie weit wir kommen. Aber probieren tun wir es auf alle Fälle. So, ich habe es gestern schon gezeigt und in Facebook und in Instagram ist es auch schon gelaufen. Einer, der jahrzehntelang mit ihm unterwegs war und wir hätten uns gefreut, dass wir ihn hier begrüßen, aber ein andermal. Aber er hat uns eine Videonachricht geschickt und kein anderer als der gigantische Mickey D. Nochmal hier für euch.
Hi everyone, Mickey D here. Don't forget, Metal is Forever, Rockcast Show. So stay tuned, enjoy the show, and don't forget to rock and roll. Bye bye.
So, let the madness begin. Ich freue mich auf einen langen Abend und nur Lemmys Musik. Keine andere Band. Also es sind ein paar Bands dabei, aber es geht nur um Lemmys Musik, nichts anderes. Heute ist All in the Name of Almighty Lemmy Kilmister und seine Almighty Motorhead. Und mit einem Intro geht's los. Ein würdiger Anfang, das waren alles Tattoos, die mal alle zu finden und dann, ja, ganze Rücken voll, nur Lemmy, also es gibt ein paar Verrückte und nur einen Verrückten haben wir sogar bei uns heute. Jetzt werde ich aber erstmal einen Song spielen, mal schauen, ob der durchläuft, wenn nicht, dann stoppt man gleich, dann schreibt ihr am besten gleich und hier ist natürlich Lemmy mit, wie heißt der Song? Love Me Like a Reptile from Ace of Spades Album, live.
Like an electric
Yeah! Das ist Motorhead! Fucking Motorhead! Leck mich am Arsch. Ja, so muss es sein. Das ist Rock'n'Roll. So, jetzt hole ich die Rock'n'Roller hintereinander rein. Wen habe ich heute dabei? Hier haben wir den Slayer-Staffel. Der ist schöner als du.
Lemmy is forever.
Die Legende. Der schnarchende Krapfen. Der Schnarkrapfen mit Hotset. Hier ist Metal Mortal.
Servus, Metal Maniacs.
Die zukünftige Stimme von Metal is Forever, den ihr bald ertragen müsst in Zukunft. Hier ist André von Reason for Jack.
Hallo, Lemmy Saves, ihr lieben Leute, Lemmy Saves. Ich freue mich, dass ich da sein kann. Hallo.
Jetzt kannst du eigentlich mal sagen, we are Metal is Forever and we play Rock and Roll in Lemmy-Style. Mach mal.
Ja. We are Metal is Forever and we play Rock and Roll.
Das ist geil, jawohl.
Ja.
Schön, ihr hässlichen Menschen. Schön, dass ihr dabei seid.
Ich freue mich.
Ja, ich auch.
Freude meinerseits, eine Ehre.
Wir haben 49 Mal habe ich deinen Schnarchen hören müssen. Ich dachte, ich bin wahnsinnig mit dir.
Die Sonne, die?
Jetzt hat er schnell die Kappen aufgesetzt. Vorher hat er die Bodykappe aufgehabt. So. Oh, Chaos sagt, Servus André, du geile Sau. Also geht mal los.
Chaos, es wird echt Zeit, dass wir ein Bier trinken kommen, wir zwei. Ich sag dir das. Also wir müssen unbedingt zusammen Bier trinken.
Der trinkt nur Limo oder Bluna.
Das glaube ich nicht. Das glaube ich nicht. Das glaube ich nicht.
So, heute geht es um Lemmy, heute geht es um die Musik von Motorhead. Ich will mal fragen, wie seid ihr zu Motorhead gekommen? Fangen wir mit dem Stoffel an. Stoffel, wie fing es bei dir mit Motorhead an? Mit der Liebe zu Motorhead?
Ja, bei mir eigentlich ganz in die 80er schon. Wie ziemlich alle in unserem Jahrgang. Iron Maiden, Judas, Motorhead. Und richtig gefasst hat es mir dann mit dem ersten Motorhead-Konzert. Die haben ja immer an Weihnachten sein, die immer nach München kommen. Dieses Christmas Metal war das immer, und da war der Lemmy jedes Jahr, da war Creator meistens dabei und so. Und da, wo ich ihn das erste Mal gesehen habe, da war er hin und weg, und seitdem hat er mich nicht mehr loslassen. Und etliche Konzerte, also jedes Mal, wenn er in der Gegend war, war ich dabei. Und der lässt die halt einfach nicht mehr los. Das ist sensationell.
In der Sendung möchte ich auch mit unseren Gästen draußen diskutieren. Ihr könnt euch, ist einer von euch da draußen, der sagt, ich bin ein Hardcore-Lemmy-Fan und möchte in die Sendung rein. Heute können wir es mal probieren, dann schickt man euch dann einen Link. Das macht dann unser Präsident des Fanclubs. Falls jemand vom Fanclub, also nur Fanclub-Mitglieder dürfen das, die Ehre haben, na, das wir gleich sagen. Da muss man schon mal zeigen, wer da Vorrechte hat. Wer vom Fanclub ist, sagt der, ich bin ein Lemmy-Fan, total, und ich würde gerne mal meine Story, vielleicht hat eine geile Story. Schreibt es uns. Der Stoffel schaut ein bisschen mit im Chat, dann kann ich mich um die Musik kümmern. Wir haben heute ein Riesenprogramm. Ich sage ja bloß, wie viele Songs heute gespielt werden. Bloß, dass ihr mal wisst. Einen haben wir gespielt.
Also
13 Songs.
Ich mache dann auch mal jetzt, damit es sich auch der richtige Abend ist, ne, schütte ich mir auch das richtige Getränk dafür ein, weil ansonsten kann man ja gar nicht richtig über Motorhead reden.
Wer hat dich dazu überredet, dass du Jackie saufst, statt Almdudler? Mal sag's ehrlich.
Ja, du warst es heute. Ja. Im Vorgespräch, ich hab's voll verpeilt. Ich hab's total voll verpeilt. Aber eigentlich war es klar, dass man für eine Lemmy- und Motorhead-Sendung Jackie trinken muss. Aber ich habe echt nicht drüber nachgedacht. Und ich habe gerade noch alle Hebel in Bewegung gesetzt. Und ich habe halt sehr, sehr coole Leute, die mir zur Seite stehen. Und die haben mich gerade noch mit einer Pulle Jack und einer Flasche Cola versorgt. Gott sei Dank.
Du weißt, der Felix und der Stoffel ist Zeuge, der hat sich live mitgekriegt. Der Felix hat in seinen langen Set eine Flasche Jackie und eine Flasche Scotch, was, oder?
Ja, irgendwas.
Gesoffen.
Ja, glaube ich.
Respekt.
Ich hab Felix auch angeschrieben und wir hätten normalerweise einen fünften Metal Maniac und er kann sich nicht einloggen. Aus irgendwelchen Gründen klappt es nicht. Ja, der Schlagzeuger von Doro. Das war unser Special Guest gewesen.
Das hätte mich gefreut.
Ich habe mir gerade, Johnny D wäre dabei gewesen. Ich hätte mich gefreut, weil ich habe ihn kennengelernt in Koh Samui, als ich Doro kennengelernt habe, war er auch dabei. Und
lecker.
Ich komme zu dir, André.
Ja, André,
hier ist Platz auf meiner Couch.
Wie ging es bei dir los mit Lemmy? Erzähl mal du. Deine
Bei
Geschichte.
mir, also ich bin ja etwas später dann dazu gekommen. Das liegt an der Schande der späten Geburt. Anfang der 80er war ich halt noch nicht alt genug, um auf Konzerte zu gehen. Bei mir hat es so irgendwie Mitte der 90er angefangen mit Motorhead. Wie ich ganz genau dazu gekommen bin, kann ich dir gar nicht so genau sagen. Weil Motorhead waren halt immer irgendwie da. So, und Motorhead gehen halt nicht mehr. Wenn sie einmal da sind, dann bleiben sie halt da. Ich weiß nicht, ich kann dir jetzt nicht so die Initialzündung, wie ich zu Motorhead gekommen bin, kann ich dir gar nicht sagen. Ich glaube, das war bei mir eher so auch eine Art schleichender Prozess. Irgendwie so immer mehr Motorhead und immer mehr auch Hintergrundwissen und irgendwie hat es mir immer mehr gefallen und irgendwann hat es darin geendet, dass ich in den Fanclub eingetreten bin und mein halber Körper mit Motorhead voll tätowiert ist. Irgendwann ist es dazu gekommen. Wie genau, ich kann es dir gar nicht genau sagen, ehrlich gesagt.
Also du hast tatsächlich deinen Rücken voll mit Motorhead.
Also ich habe auf dem Rücken den Snaggletooth und einen Motorhead-Schriftzug oben drüber und ich wollte eigentlich unten auch noch einen hinmachen, aber da bin ich zu filmschig für. Weil hier unten am Arsch, ich weiß gar nicht, wie Frauen sich Arschgeweihe machen können. Also das tut echt weh da unten. Und da bin ich zu filmschig für und ich nehme halt keine Feischlingssalbe. Weißt du, diese Tätowiersalbe, die das dann taub macht, das nehme ich nicht, weil wenn man sich tätowiert, dann muss das auch wehtun. Deshalb habe ich es da gelassen.
Also das wäre aber bei dir, bei dem großen Bobbes, wäre das ja ein Hirschgeweih. Also
im Grunde genommen wäre es ein 12-Ender oder drüber geworden. Ja, das mag schon sein.
Ich hab übrigens gerade News. Es hat sich jemand eingeloggt. Ich sehe hier jemand.
Oha.
Ja. Johnny, I see you.
Hey.
Johnny, stay calm. Don't get overexcited. We have still one more. We need a Metal Mortal story, and then I bring you in. So the drummer from Doro is in the house.
Yeah!
Ja.
Yes, er macht schon so. Er ist es. Nicht einmal falschen Ansagen. So, Mortal, erzähl mal deine Story. Wie kommst denn du zum Motorhead?
Ja, seit Anfang der 80er Jahre Metal-Fan. Except Iron Maiden, Judas Priest, Saxon. Da ist natürlich Motorhead auch dabei. So kam ich zu Motorhead. Erste LP war für mich auch die unterbewerteste. Another Perfect Day.
Echt? Das
ist aber ein geiles Album.
Ja, also für damalige Zeit schon ein bisschen progressiv.
Ja,
meine Meinung.
Aber jetzt so im Nachhinein betrachtet, finde ich, ist das ein super Album. Also das hat damals echt gelost, aber im Laufe der Jahre hat es für mich total gewonnen. Ganz ehrlich.
Also ich muss sagen, bei mir, also die Annette von Red Lions Musik hat noch den Kontakt hergestellt. Annette, du schaust gerade zu. Danke dir, sie hat nochmal Muskeln spielen lassen. Die hat unseren Special Guest gebracht. Meine kurze Story, bei mir fing es mit AC/DC an, 78, dann aber gleich Rainbow, dann gleich Black Sabbath und dann auch gleich Motorhead. Und bei mir fing es, ich habe nicht die erste, ich kann mich gar nicht erinnern, ob ich jemals die erste gehabt habe, aber ich habe alle dann sofort gekauft. Die Bomber, die Overkill, die No Sleep Till Christmas und natürlich, nicht Christmas, No Sleep Till Hammersmith. Ich wollte schon AC/DC sagen. Und dann natürlich die Ace of Spades, was natürlich dann der Wahnsinn war. Und wer von euch hat eigentlich den Motorhead-Schriftzug selber gemalt? Auf Heften oder auf Kutte? Hat einer von euch das auch gemacht? Du auch?
Ja, klar.
Ja, wenn man
Selbstverständlich. Nein, guck mal. Nee, das war Mortal, sag was.
Ich bin ein schlechter Zeichner und Maler. habe nur einen einfachen Weg gewählt, einen Aufkleber.
Nein, aber guck mal, früher gab es so diese Schulmäppchen aus Leder, diese runden. So,
Ja,
da hat ja jeder irgendwie drauf rumgemalt. Und mein Ding war voll mit irgendwelchen Schriftzügen von Metal-Bands. Da war
Meine
Saxon, Maiden
Ja.
und natürlich auch Motorhead. Slayer war da noch dabei. Also das Ding war voll. So, ne? Mit
Ja, aber
irgendwelchen, da habe ich
der
gemalt früher, klar.
Original Motorhead-Schriftzug ist schon schwierig.
Ja.
Ja. So,
Ja,
ich
da
würd
musst du schon ein
sagen,
bisschen zeichnen.
Ja,
jetzt lassen wir unseren Special Guest rein. Jetzt müssen wir mal ein bisschen wieder Englisch reden, ihr da draußen. Das müssen wieder hart sein. Holt eure Englischbücher raus. Jetzt wird ein bisschen Englisch
Harry.
gesprochen.
Warum
Es
sagst du
sei,
mir denn
denn,
jetzt?
es sei denn, Johnny spricht Deutsch. Vielleicht hat er durch Doro Deutsch gelernt. Welcome to the crazy team here. Johnny D from Doro. Oh, er grinst. Das heißt, ja, der
Black
Standbild.
Screen. Ah,
Jetzt. Hey,
Hello,
Johnny
dude.
D. Welcome.
hey, nice to see you.
Hello.
Johnny, how are
Nice
you
to see
doing?
you.
Yeah,
Can you
I'm
hear us?
good. Sorry I'm late.
Yeah, you shocked me. Sorry, I can't log in. Johnny, do you know that we met each other before? Do you know?
You look familiar. Where did we meet? At a Motorhead gig?
No. On a tropical island of Koh Samui,
No.
2004. You remember?
With Crazy Manny?
Manny Eisenblätter, Metal Money.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's where we met, and of course Doro. Manny, he called me because he knew a girl that I knew, and I saw a flyer on the street in Lamai Beach. Doro live in Koh Samui. So what the fuck, Doro live in
Yeah.
Koh Samui? And then I got a call, and Manny was on the phone, and with me was Jörg Deisinger from Bonfire. And of course, Manny knew Jörg, and then he said, "You come backstage." That I met you guys, and of course Doro, and I was so happy when I said, "Man, unbelievable!" It was 2004, 2005.
Yeah,
Correct
that's
me.
crazy. Unglaublich.
Unglaublich. You speak German?
Nein.
Nein.
My
Okay.
Deutsch is
Wrong
nicht so-
answer. Wrong answer.
Aber ich bin in die Schule Deutsch lernen and yeah, aber ist schließen from Corona and yeah, now it's my Deutsch is
You know, your
stop.
Deutsch
Quite
is so
good.
good. Your Deutsch is so
good.
good, like the English from my friends here and the audience. So it fits perfectly. It
Yeah,
makes it a little bit
cool.
exotic. So speak German if
Right.
possible, and if you don't, if you can't do it, then all right. Johnny, how many times you was on tour or together with Lemmy?
Well, tour only one time, but many times as a special guest or visiting a Motorhead concert, something like that. I think the first time was the Doro 20-year anniversary show, and Lemmy came the day before to a rehearsal in Düsseldorf, and that was, I mean, I had met Lemmy many times when I was very young. I was living in England, in London, and I was playing in the band Wasted with Pete Way from UFO.
Yes.
And hanging out around the marquee and in Wardour Street, and Lemmy was always hanging around at that time, and I met him a few times, and just such a unique, cool dude. Of course, I was a big fan, and so young at the time, it was just unbelievable to meet somebody like that and be in England, like where all these cool bands were coming up, Motorhead and Maiden and Saxon and all the British new wave of heavy metal bands, and to be around at that time and to be in a band with this guy from UFO was like a dream come true. So to have Lemmy at a rehearsal and then get to play a song with him was unbelievable.
Mind blowing, right?
Yeah, it was so cool. And then the next day was the concert, and Mickey showed up, and he ended up playing drums on the song anyway. So, but I was just happy to watch. And then I believe it was 2014, we actually toured together, which was really awesome because we did more than, one show. When it's one show, you don't have a lot of time to meet people or have a conversation, but to be around those guys every day and, just to stand there and have a little chat with Lemmy or be backstage and have a talk with him. And of course, meeting Phil and Mickey, I've known for so long, since about 1986. So to tour with those guys was another thrill, and we had a blast. And some crazy shit went down on that tour too. It was pretty cool, man. And the going.
Wer ist denn jetzt hier gerade eingefroren?
Yeah.
Johnny ist eingefroren.
Well,
Jetzt.
Johnny, we will always do some German stuff for our German audience, and then we come back to you, some crazy story, and music, of course. We have a lot of tribute bands. I found some tribute bands, amazing stuff,
cool.
But one thing, because then we can complete our round. Everybody told us how they got infected. How you got infected with Lemmy's music?
Yeah, like I said, I was a kid back in the U.S. in Philadelphia area where I grew up. And I had some, I grew up on not so heavy stuff. I mean, the heaviest was maybe Kiss and Sabbath and a few things. And then I had a friend, his name's Ripper, and he was into like super heavy stuff from the start, and he turned me on to Iron Maiden and Motorhead and a couple other bands at the time. And I was just like, what the fuck is this, man? This shit is like, it sounds like a car crash come to life, It was fucking awesome. So I think that was the first time. I was probably about 16 or so at the time. And, then I started buying Kerrang magazine and getting into all the British bands and stuff like that. So it was like, right from the start, Lemmy was God from the very beginning.
So you never expected in your life that you actually meet this guy. It's like me. I saw him 82, 83 twice. I saw him in the same hall in Himmelanhalle, Neubrand, and Nuremberg. And I saw him with the original one. For me, always the original Filthy Animal Taylor, Fast Eddie, and Lemmy. And a year later with Robbie Robinson, which
Brian Robinson.
But Brian Robinson, not Robbie. Brian Robinson. And it was not the same. Definitely not the same. It was also without the bomber. The first time was the classic bomber. And we will see the bomber today, of course. Let's do the music first. The next song is a very classic song. And I apologize. Ich entschuldige mich, wir können nicht alle Songs natürlich spielen. Wir haben wirklich die besten ausgesucht, aber es ist always it's impossible because they have so many albums and so many great albums. And so the next song is No Class. You know the song?
I love this shit. I love it.
Yes.
Cool.
They will say, here it's No Class.
So too loud, you don't fit into the crowd. I can't believe you exist. I trust you right on my list. Too much, too soon. No way out of you. No glass, no glass. Too bad, no magic.
war wieder der Knall. Wir haben die Songs ein bisschen gekürzt und gleich am besten Dank an Flo, der hat mir etliche Songs vorbereitet. Danke, lieber Flo. So, Johnny is back. Here we go.
Back.
Yes, don't worry. Some shows we shortened because we have always we're worried about this copyright stuff. The block our songs and some.
Yeah.
Wacken is okay. Wacken we are so far, but we got one of our marathon stream blocked, no? Because of one video, because of the pre-made video, Red Hot and Heavy.
Really?
So we have to but we have to part number 5. We did last weekend 50 hours, the world record of heavy metal marathon with 40 bands.
Hours. Wow.
Non-stop.
Oh man, that's
and he was
that's hardcore.
He did always the night shifts, Stoffel. Back, you know. Well,
right on, Stoffel, man.
What saw Lemmy in Doro? Because I saw many videos and so they are very close. She was also in a funeral, I guess, right? No, she was not. This was from the band from Berlin, still Siskin.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
Siskin was it?
Yes. What was it?
Siskin.
Still Siskin, ne? Ja.
Nein, Siskin.
Nancy.
Herr Baumann,
Nancy war die Sängerin. Ah, wieso so? Entschuldigung.
ja, sehr gut. Johnny,
I think
what was it for these two that they bonded so?
Well, we all know Lemmy was a ladies' man, so he, you know, what can you say? The guy loved women, and I think he was attracted to chicks in bands, you know. And when he met Doro, he probably thought, look at this little German Fraulein, you know, young and blonde and hardcore,
Cute.
you know, cute, hardcore, you know, ass kicking little chick. And I think that was perfect for him to be either, you know, I don't think.
Exactly.
Da ist er wieder eingefroren.
Yeah, very tight till the end, and had a lot of good times together. A lot of, yeah. I mean, I think Doro looked up to him and loved to hang out with him, to make music with him, and I think it was just a mutual respect from both of them. You know, I mean, I really think he respected her for being a woman, sort of breaking down those barriers of metal and rock and roll, because it was pretty much a man's world, you know, at that time.
Yeah.
Was only a few girls really doing it. So I think he really respected that.
But she was already, I saw in Monster of Rock in Nuremberg with Warlock. And she already kicked ass. There was already something about her, and I think that this was like a father figure. I always saw Lemmy as a father figure for her, as a friend, but yeah,
I thought, could be. I don't know. I think when you're, you know, when you're young and impressionable like she was, and she, you know, being on tour as much as she was away from home, you have to have some rock and roll friends, because you lose all the friends you have from your childhood or where you grew up. You become sort of a gang on the road or travel.
Is there a crazy story you witnessed? You say, damn, you know, this was rock and roll?
Well, I know the one story Doro told me, and probably has told other people, but it was one of the first times Warlock played in London. They had a showcase for a record label who wanted to see them live. another bar or down the street and met up with Lemmy. And he was like, "Oh, come on over, little girl, and let's have a drink." And she doesn't even drink alcohol, really, never did. She's a total like lightweight. But Lemmy had her drinking probably a couple whiskeys and having a good old time. And after some time passed, he said to her, "Hey, don't you have a gig tonight?" And she was like, "Oh, scheisse," and like took off out of the place, ran to the club, half drunk in the bag, got to the venue. The guys were all freaking out. "Where were you?" "I met fucking Lemmy. I was hanging out with Lemmy, and and we were drinking, and yeah, great. We have to fucking play now, So they go on stage. She's half drunk, forgets all the text to the songs, makes a complete disaster, but then it all turned out okay in the end. And that was like her.
Yeah.
Think that.
Great story.
Yeah. It's sad why Dora's not here and tells us a story,
You got to get her on here.
I try, but I heard that the management is protecting her, and somehow it's very hard to get her. I mean, we have a lot of good. She probably knows everybody who was here already, like Herman Frank or Ronnie Romero, and so please.
I don't think she's that. I mean, she does so many of these types of shows.
But one day, I'm sure. We were very close. We got Nicky. So very close. We got Nicky D, but he's very busy with copying, right? But he sent us a video message. Very lovely. Yes.
Great.
So we are existing longer for sure, and we growing up. So we change a little bit the subject. Let's do some music, because every time you play Motor is mostly the early stuff, but they did also great music. There's one from the album Inferno, and this is In the Name of Tragedy.
I like this song.
Stoffel, du hast ja Zeit, die hat der Lemmy ins Krankenhaus befördert.
Ja, und wie?
Erzähl mal.
Kurz und schnell, der Heli, falls du rein willst, ich habe da E-Mail geschrieben. Ja, es war 2012 oder 2013, ich weiß nicht, 2012 glaube ich, Endrix war Vorband in München und ich stehe immer so wie der Mortal vorne, ein bisschen links, so an die Boxen. Und Ohrstöpsel war für mich natürlich ein No-Go. Und Konzert, alles wunderbar. Rausgegangen aus der Halle. Meine Frau ist gefahren. Ich Beifahrersitz, schalte ein Radio an. Ja, nichts macht's nur bzzz. Schau meine Frau an. Du an dem Radio rumdrucken, drehen und Dings. Bzzz, sage ich zu meiner Frau, der Radio ist kaputt. Radio ist kaputt, ich höre nichts mehr. Ich habe nur noch bzzz gehört. Und dann sagt sie, schaut mich so an, sagt, nicht der Radio ist kaputt, deine Ohren sind kaputt. Und dann hat es mich strikt gleich ins Krankenhaus gefahren, die haben mir an Tropf hingehängt, war ich dann bis zum nächsten Tag in der Früh und war tatsächlich Hörsturz. Meine Frau habe ich nur einigermaßen verstanden, aber das war aus dem Radio gekommen, es war nur noch
Ja, es war Amigos
Killed by Death.
ja,
Amigos waren das.
genau, am
Ist das
nächsten Tag in
wieder-
der Früh bin ich dann wieder heimgegangen.
Ist es
Stone
wieder
Death Forever.
wieder komplett weggegangen?
Ja, das Rauschen habe ich ja so immer gehabt, wie wir alle Jugendlichen laut Musik gehört. Und 2012 hat ja Motorhead gar nicht mehr so laut gespielt, haben sie ja gar nicht mehr dürfen. Aber es hat anscheinend genügt. Aber das Rauschen habe ich immer. Also ich habe auch früher mit Kopfhörer volle Sahne. Es könnte nie genug sein. Rockfabrik Augsburg vor diese riesigen Boxen, 8 Stunden gestanden. Also es war, klar habe ich da Schäden.
Ich hab also die zweite Motorhead, wo ich gesehen habe, ich weiß nicht, wann das war, 83, 84 spätestens muss gewesen sein. Das war so laut gewesen, dass es für nicht mehr zu aushalten war. Da haben mir die Ohren richtig wehgetan. And you know, Johnny, what I think was one of the loudest concerts I ever heard, it was your show in this beer house in Koh Samui. It was freaking loud.
Oh man,
Damn. You remember the show?
I do. Yeah, that was more like felt like an airplane hangar inside. You know.
Damn. What a volume. Crazy. I never expected Toros was so loud, but this was unbelievable loud. It was killer. But Motorhead topped it. It was, and we have now we have a story in German again.
Yeah.
Mortal und ich haben eine Story. Ich habe einmal eine Motorhead-Show gerettet und da kommen wir auch auf das Thema Spielsucht. Lemmy war ja spielsüchtig. Lemmy was a gambler. He was playing gambling. I think you saw it every time. And we have a show in 1988 in Deckendorf Stadthalle, which with Destruction and another band, a young band.
Kronos Titan aus Erlangen.
Ja. Und ich war damals
eine Nachwuchsband.
Genau. Und ich war damals ein Stagehand gewesen, so und ja, hinter der Bühne mitgearbeitet. Und Motorhead, also Destruction waren schon da, die sind mit einem anderen Bus gekommen und dann kam Motorhead und plötzlich ging ein Desaster los, ein Geschrei und Geschimpfe und so aus der Kabine vom Lemmy. Und so, fucking shit, no game, no show. Und the promoter didn't honor the contract. The rider, it was clear in the rider, a Krone game, not this one, but the Germans like with knobs.
The touch, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is with the 3 crowns. This was his favorite. And the right hand man of the promoter, because the promoter was around this town and collected the advance money. So he said, "And is this a problem? Is this important?" And they looked at him, very, very poisonous look, and say, "You better bring this fucking game, or there's no show." And then they look at me, "Oh fuck!" And he looked at me, "Richie, you have idea what we can do now?" And lucky me, my friend had what's in English, a dealer for all these gamble machines, and I knew him very well. So I called him. I went to the office. I called him. And lucky he was in the office. I said,
Wow.
"Do you have this gamble machine? 3 crowns?" And he says, "Yes. Why? We need one in Deckendorf." I'm not driving to Deckendorf. It's Straubing, you know. I say, "It's very important. Motorhead is who is Motorhead?" Say, "Doesn't matter." I say, "Yeah, but I don't do it without money," because he was money. So they offered him money.
Sure.
And he brought one. Soon, Lemmy had his 3 crowns. Everything was good. He had his bottle of whiskey, and he played his game. But he said, "No game, no show." So
Nice.
I saved the show in Deckendorf.
All right, man. Nice job.
Und André, du hast gesagt, du hast was Ähnliches erlebt?
Ja, habe ich tatsächlich. Also es war eine Show Anfang der 2000er Oberhausen Turbinenhalle. Anthrax als Support. Und wir hatten so VIP-Karten mit Early
Entry.
also early entry. Thank you. Early entry and soundcheck shit and all that stuff. And then Phil and Mickey came down to us to talk and shit. And Lemmy was not in a good mood, just to say it kindly. He was really pissed. And later on, I heard that his slot machine didn't work, and they had to send some mechanic in to fix it. And then he was very calm, very cool, made pictures with a mechanic and his son, and said, "You stay till the show." And he was in the VIP room, the mechanic, and he told me the story, and I fucking laughed about it. And he was so pissed off because this fucking slot machine didn't work properly. So that's a nice, funny story in a way. And so he was something like game addicted, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, sounds like they had that problem quite a few times on tour then. Richie has his story about that, and you do, and so probably more times about the gambling than the actual equipment on stage, for example.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I heard that in the end he had his own gambling machine on a case.
Yeah.
And he played.
Yeah.
Really?
Did he? And yes. And before he died, the owner of the Rainbow brought him his favorite game, which was on the bar, to his apartment. And just before he passed away, he played a little bit, and then he passed.
Yes.
So
when I heard about that, yeah.
But he had this cancer, and he had more disease already. But I mean, to watch Lemmy, it was painful. It was painful, and I was always thinking, I was the year before the last album came out, and they canceled so many shows, and I was always thinking about Mickey and Phil, how they feel. They must go with him on tour, and they felt something is really wrong with him because he slimmed down very much, and he looked frail. And did you see him in the last years?
Yeah, I saw him. They did that Wacken show, and he was not doing very good. I mean, he didn't want to stop playing, So I think when they came back and did Wacken and a few other shows, I don't think they were really ready, or Lemmy was in the condition that he should have been in to do shows. He was getting very winded, out of breath. It's a lot after you have some, heart problems and stuff. So, but yeah, I mean, he just did not look well. But he
was this the show
at Wacken?
Was this the show where he stopped the show after 6 songs?
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
And this was painful to see because Lemmy never did this. It was a show where he said, "Sorry, I can't do it anymore," and then he left, and this was very painful. And I thought this is the end already, but he still went on tour, and I say, "What the hell?" He's sick like hell because he probably thought he will die on stage. Yes. This was maybe his dream. And when
I don't know that for sure.
When a doctor told him he has only 6 months to live, what he says was, "Oh, only 6 months," and then, zack, snap out. I think in this moment he decided, game over. Better now than the later. And it was like it was a mercy for him. He How was it when you heard that he passed away? And Doro, when Doro heard?
Devastating, you know, but she had kept in more contact. For me, I didn't really know. We all knew Lemmy was not doing so good, but we didn't know the day-to-day progress or how bad it was getting. It seemed very fast to me. First you heard
Da ist er wieder eingefroren.
because I didn't expect that to happen so quickly. It seemed like just, you know, way too fast. But yeah, Doro was just devastated.
Yeah. You know what amazes me, if you check out tribute bands, how many Motorhead tribute bands are out, how good they are. You know, damn, you know, I was amazed. You know what? This is not only the music, it's not only Lemmy and the guys, it's also his music. And this is also a tribute to and I salute these guys who dress up like him and sing like him. And I chose some of the cool bands. And here is one. They're called Killmister. Have you ever heard from the band Killmister?
Nah.
So now we see the second generation of Lemmy, and it's nice to see, I must say. And there's all the bands that there's no saying, hey, fuck it, it's not good. Somehow they have some they catch the spirit of Lemmy. And here is the first of the tributes. I have a couple of tribute bands, and here is Killmister. The chase is better than the catch.
Let's go! It's a long It's
The Outfit ist perfekt.
Für das
Outfit-
enthusiastische Publikum.
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, because no response.
Swiss, huh? Swiss guys.
Yes,
Not true.
Wow,
but
not too
Very
bad.
close.
I mean, yeah, pretty good.
But
I
not
mean,
I
if you-
I found more. I found even a girl band, women's.
well,
Yeah.
Really?
But now it's a
Okay.
fun thing. I put original Motorhead, a tribute, Motorhead tribute, so we can compare. You know what was in the end. We can say what band was the closest. You know.
Okay.
Yes. Yes, this came actually yesterday. I worked on this show 2 days now. I thought this is a no-brainer, but then I said no. There's more about him. It's not only like Elvis Presley has so many impersonators, the most maybe in the world, or Michael Jackson. Or so. But then I thought, what the fuck? There's so many bands, and they look pretty good and sound pretty good. Even Andre sounds like him. Do you know that Andre?
Oh shit! No, don't say that. Don't say that.
Yes.
Because no. Because I have a little special feeling about all these tribute bands coming up. You know, I think you can cover the songs. That's absolutely okay for me. You know, and you cover them good. That's awesome. You know, and I'm not quite comfortable with the idea that someone is standing on stage and he's doing like he does. You know, that's some special feeling for me. You know, I can't really express myself right now. You know, it's just I'm not sure if someone has to do like he does, or it might be better to just celebrate him by doing his songs in a fucking good way. You don't have to sound 101. You know, the more important thing is to express the music he wanted to share. That's more important in my opinion. So
yeah. I think tribute bands are, it's love them or hate them kind of thing. I mean, it's very iffy for certain fans. I mean, they either love that or they don't. And you have so many bands that have tributes to them, but it's like now we're starting to see Motorhead tributes, and I think it takes a while to think, can I really enjoy this, or does it just make me uncomfortable? Like Andre is saying, it's a little bit. It turns it into something cheesy. You know what I mean? Like
absolutely.
With the say for Queen, for example, any guy with a fake mustache and a yellow jacket can pretend to be Freddie Mercury, but maybe it just does.
Absolutely.
I'm in the I was for 20 years in the tribute world, because as an Elvis tribute artist, and in 2014 I decided I don't want to do this anymore with the jumpsuit and it's bullshit, and I had my hair in a ponytail, and you know what's happened? The people expected you come as they because they won't see an Elvis tribute show, and they expect it. So many fans, they don't like this. Do you play? So many ask me, why not do the jumps anymore? And I don't like it anymore. But then they're waiting for this. So Martin, who died? Model. So let's
Weather forecast.
It's such a thrilling podcast we're doing. He is just reading the fucking newspaper.
Yeah,
What the hell's going on with you?
He's a fucking maniac.
Thrilled. I'm so thrilled about this goddamn podcast here.
I read the weather forecast.
Oh,
The weather forecast. Yeah. So
very
how is the
good.
weather? But before we listen to this bullshit, we have a guest now. The Heli is a guest. So let's see. He's also a member of our fan club, right?
Oh.
Stoffel?
Right?
Get him in.
Heli.
Ja, servus, grüß euch. Wo muss ich denn?
Servus.
Ich habe ja keine Ahnung.
Da herschauen, in die andere Richtung.
Ja.
Daher, genau.
Ja, dann sind wir
Genau.
Wo mache ich denn euch leiser? Es ist
Gar nicht. Wir sind beim Motorhead heute. Da wird nicht leiser. Hexens lauter.
Don't turn the fucking volume down. We listen to fucking Motorhead.
Yeah,
Put the volume
Motorhead.
up, man.
Ja, ist laut enough, oder?
Ja. Heli,
Thank you.
du bist da. Du hast eine Story vom Lemmy oder was? Oder?
Meine Story, gell, also, ja, gerade nur, also, wir sind ja schon, keine Ahnung, seit die 80er, 90er Jahre dabei. Ja, eine war mal, da habe ich sogar mal, was ich so mal gehört habe, da war der alte Münchner Flughafen, hat es noch gegeben, da haben sie mal gespielt, da habe ich mal aufgegeben.
Terminal.
Ja, in irgendeiner Halle, ja, genau. Ja, und da habe ich mal aufgegeben. Und beim letzten Motorhead-Konzert, da war ich, kurz danach ist er ja gestorben, in München. Es war mein erstes Konzert in der ersten Reihe.
Ja, wir haben die schon. Nein, wir haben die schon. Passt schon.
Weil bei mir läuft es über die Boxen, da doppelt sie das.
Ja, aber es geht noch.
Einen Tipp.
Ja,
Die, was du eingelinkt hast, die ist da lassen und das andere YouTube zumachen.
aha, okay.
Genau.
Hat bei mir auch gehilft.
Gehilft.
Nicht, dass es falsche zu machen.
Learning.
So, du
we
machst
are
in der
learning to stream right
Genau.
now. That's pretty awesome.
Jetzt glaube ich, funktioniert es, ja. Dankeschön.
So, Heli, du warst in der ersten Reihe. Wie hast du es empfunden vorhin? Direkt warst du direkt beim Lemmy gestanden oder wo warst du? Auf welcher Seite warst du?
Vor der Bühne links.
Links, also beim Phil Campbell seiner Seite.
Damals Phil.
Genau, beim Filter, so an der Seite. Ja, und wenn man genau weil das waren ja 2 Tage, da bin ich extra aus Nürnberg hingefahren, weil da haben wir gearbeitet. Und da haben sie ja da das DVD draht. Und wenn man genau aufpasst, dann sieht man mich. Ja, so schaut es aus, ja.
Da
Und
war ja immer dabei, ja.
wann ich zum Motorhead gekommen bin oder wie, warum, also das war jedes Jahr, war das einfach, das war Pflicht, ne? Unser Adventssinger, gell? Ja, so, das war immer November, Dezember rum,
Dezember.
gell? Jedes Jahr gehen wir mal, jawohl. Also da wo ich aufgegeben habe, die Geschichte da in dem alten Münchner Flughafen, da waren 5 Spätzl dabei und die haben, am nächsten Tag sind wir nach Costa Rica geflogen. Und in der Früh hätte uns dann Bekannter, der ist Taxi gefahren, abgefahren und hätte abgeholt und hätte uns zum Flughafen gefahren. Aber da hat keiner mehr dann am nächsten Tag, die waren ja, wie gesagt, alle dabei und haben dann bei mir geschlafen, aber da keiner mehr das Leiten gehört. Komisch.
So he said, Johnny, the 5 guys watched the show. The next day they flew to Costa Rica, but nobody heard the ringing the bell because the ears are fucked up.
Oh, da ist habe ich schon
Also-
viel Zeit. Ich muss Englisch reden oder so.
Ja, wir machen es Hebräisch halt.
Ja, okay, das kann ich glaube ich besser, ja.
War wieder Musik. Es war wieder der
Geil.
richtige.
Put on
Lemmy.
some music.
Yeah.
Und zwar,
Lazy
der Song
fucking
hat mir damals schon gefallen auf der No Sleep Till Hammersmith, Stay Clean. Den Song kennt ihr auch,
I
oder?
love this shit.
Oh yeah. We play Motorhead. We play rock and roll.
We play Motorhead. And
And-
metal is forever.
He's, by the way, Johnny, he's our new voice, and so very soon we'll listen to this shit then. So here is Motorhead, Stay Clean.
This
I can tell, seen before. I know the way, I know the law. Can't agree, can't obey. Can't believe in all the things that you say. Oh no, ask me why. Can't go on with all the filthy vile lies. Say clean, say clean, say clean, say clean. Don't you know all the time? You got yours and you know that I got mine. Grab a hold, don't let go. Don't let them rob you of the only way you know. Oh no, no one else got the right to make you sorry for yourself. Say clean, say clean, say clean, say clean. Alright. So you see, the only proof of what you are is in the way of the truth. Don't be scared, it's a win. Although they're always going to tell you it's a sin. In the end, you're on your own, and there's no one that can stop you being alone. Say clean, say clean, say clean, say clean. It's only hope.
Entschuldigung.
Ich darf ja gar nicht erzählen, dass ich für die Lemmy hat ja die letzten 2 Shows in Deutschland gespielt, in München und Berlin im November 15. Ich hatte für München Karten und war nicht dort.
Was?
Ei.
Einen Tag vorher war Slayer-Konzert und ich habe es verschlafen. Ich war klinisch tot.
No fucking excuse for not going to a fucking Motorhead show. What the hell is going on with you?
Ich habe jedes Motorhead-Konzert gesehen in München und Umkreis seit 20, 30 Jahren und das letzte habe ich verschlafen.
You had tickets for the fucking Motorhead show and you didn't go.
Fürs letzte Jahr noch. Vorletzte.
The last one. You didn't go to the last one.
Das letzte hat er in Berlin gespielt.
I should slap your fucking face right now. I tell you. Yeah. That's the thing we should do. That's the thing we should do.
Ja.
You know,
André, wenn du also an der linken Seite vorbeilangst, kannst du mir auf die Hinterkopfwaffe hauen. Durch
Ja.
und bums.
Klatsch.
Klatsch. Dass er seinen Hannenkamm nach vorne haut.
Ah, God damn it. Why didn't you go to a fucking motor? I can't.
Wo ich wieder nüchtern geworden bin.
I'm speechless right now. I'm speechless right now. I can tell you.
Wo ich nüchtern geworden bin, habe ich mir das auch gefragt, ja.
Johnny, you regret already you come to the show, right?
I wish I would have drank a little bit first, but
Here it is.
I need to get myself a Jack and Coke here.
That's right. Ist so jemand von euch draußen?
Yeah.
Johnny,
Ist so jemand draußen, der auch rein will?
See this.
Wir lassen mal Heli wieder gehen. Jetzt haben wir dich mal gesehen, Heli. Schön, dass du im Fanclub bist.
Hat mich gefreut, ja, das war super, ja.
Heli, see you soon.
Ja,
Danke.
Ciao,
Danke für den Besuch und danke, dass du Supporter bist, ein ganzer Lieber, immer dabei bist. Wenn noch jemand rein will, schreibt es an Stoffel an. Der Herr Präsident, der macht es da wieder sehr gut. Ja? Heli, danke dir.
Danke, ciao, gell.
Heli, wir sehen uns.
Heli. Bye bye.
Demnächst.
Ja, so rum. Alles.
Heli wohnt ja bloß 10 Kilometer von mir weg.
Where's Heli from?
From near Munich.
Bayern. I thought I heard the
Near Munich, yes.
little Bayern accent there.
Ja, there are 3 Bayern and 1 Saupreis here.
I am the Southprice, and I'm fucking proud about that. I tell you, I'm so proud about that. I don't have this fucking accent, you know.
Warte, du schnarchst wieder so komisch.
Ja,
Bloß heute sind wir schwarz, weil du machst ja Werbung. Du machst ja mit der Metals Forever Kappen.
ja natürlich. 66 erst.
Ja, doch, aber übrigens kann man das kaufen, ne? diese Kappe. Das ist also ein Original, no fake. That's our merchandise, Johnny. We have a fan club now, and we reached 28. Wie ist der letzte Stand? Also 28 oder 29? Minus 28. Yeah. Yeah, 28 members plus
That's cool.
seven maniacs too. So
Yeah. All right.
it's nice to be a price. It's hard to be a buyer. I love you, you love me, love all the quarter he.
Ein alter Schenkelklopfer.
André,
Ja,
wo ist denn die Luftpumpe?
ich arbeite noch dran. I'm still working on it.
Ich wünsche den Chaos, dass er jeden Tag eine Luftpumpe kriegt. Der dreht durch.
Jeder so ein Paket.
Ja.
Der Rainer fragt, ob er mit dem Lars kurz online kommen darf.
Der Lars hat Hausverbot. Der Lars hat Hausverbot hier. Ich kann darum schellen von mir nächstes Mal, wenn er wieder so frech ist.
So, Johnny, where's your Jack Daniels right now? You got it?
No, I don't. Can you shoot
Why
me
not?
fill me up, man?
Oh, well, I will. Just wait a sec.
Das wäre jetzt ein Hammer, wenn man da so
Prost.
Johnny,
Cheers,
you said Lemmy was a woman's man.
I fucking love them.
Ja, ich sage euch, die Gitarristin, ich würde gern mal der Gitarrenrolle sehen und dir mal die Geige verstimmen. Das kann ich gleich sagen. Also die Gitarristin hätte es mir angetan. Da will man den Kontrabass spielen. Hier geht's los.
Yeah.
That was cool.
I like the guitar player.
Hey, that's
The
my
He's
drum-
one.
fucking hot.
Fat
Drummer's
fuck.
good too, man.
Oh yeah, but the guitar player, she was fucking hot. I think.
She played well too. I think Lemmy would
I
enjoy
don't.
that.
That doesn't bother me so much, and that you know.
Well, you know, gotta gotta sound good and look good too.
Peter Krause.
Absolutely.
Jawohl,
Peter
hat er recht.
Kraus.
Der Straving-Bass, die Stimme, der Altjud, ein Riesenloch, das er jetzt hinterlassen hat. Absolut. Besser kann man nicht schreiben.
Ja,
He was
stimmt.
unique. Lemmy was. He was the last rock star, the last living rock star
Yeah,
to the end,
nobody like him, man.
and he gave a shit what people said.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
That's
he was
true.
the real deal, man. He was just a bright star in a cesspool of shit. Sometimes it's like he stuck out because he was so real, said whatever he felt, always had a good story, always had a smart anecdote to say, some kind of, wasn't
Yes.
just a brainless rocker dude. He actually was a thinking man as well. He had a lot of really, really smart things that he would come out with, which was even more awesome,
Absolutely.
Love
Absolutely.
to watch interviews with him, man. It's just,
You have to
always
read the
learn
Yeah.
books of Lemmy.
Yeah.
Lemmy have great books out, It's great
Yeah.
stories.
Well, I think that especially this was one of the things that made him so great. Because he was always a smart thinker. He had always something to say that made sense.
Right.
And that made him so outstanding, I think, in a way.
Yeah.
You know?
Even if it was whatever his own beliefs were, he was so dedicated to that. And you
Yeah.
could tell it was not bullshit. It was just the way he is, the way he thinks. If you don't like it, fuck off
Fuck
or
off.
don't care or whatever. And totally, just really cool, man.
I'm wondering what's happened
Absolutely.
to all his collect stuff, all the swords and all the stuff he collected, the awards.
His
and all
son, I guess.
his
I
son,
know
Paul,
something about it on Three Corners. I think that all the collectibles and all the stuff that he had in his apartment went to Todd Singerman. And no one is really sure about what is happening with all his stuff. And I'm pretty sure that his son didn't get a lot of his stuff. I heard some rumors about that. I'm not sure. It's just rumors that there is a sort of fight about his things that he left.
His belongings, yeah.
Yeah. I'm not quite sure about it, but I heard something about it.
Yeah.
In the fan club part.
I hope-
you are in a fan club. Yeah, right.
I am,
I
yeah,
hope,
sure. I am a true Motorhead banger. You see that?
Cool.
I'm a true Motorhead banger.
I
For
hope
years
whoever
now.
has it does the right thing. Would be cool to see
Absolutely.
a little museum or something. Would be
Yes,
absolutely
exactly.
cool. I don't know where.
That would
Maybe
so
in
amazing.
LA, but something with all his collection and all the cool stuff that he had in a small museum would be fucking awesome.
Absolutely,
Now we
absolutely.
show something
But
from Lemmy. Lemmy was not only the loud guy, the noisy guy. He was also a soft guy, and he wrote fantastic lyrics, even for Ozzy Osbourne. His biggest hits actually was "Mama, I'm Coming Home,"
absolutely,
which brought him a lot of royalties. And that was Ozzy says the best songs ever, best lyrics came from Lemmy. So everybody thought Lemmy is like a noisemaker. No, he was a lyricist, a very good one. And if you
absolutely,
if you dig in Motorhead's music, this lyrics meant something very
yeah,
much.
they all made sense. They all
Yes.
all made sense in a way.
And this is a great short version of "I Ain't No Nice Guy."
I love it. I love that
Yes.
song.
When I was young, I was the nicest guy I knew. I thought I was the chosen one. The time went by and I found out a thing or two. My shine wore off as time wore on. I thought that I was living out the perfect life. But in the lonely hours when the truth begins to bite, I thought about the time when I turned my back and stalled. I ain't no nice guy after all. I ain't no nice guy after all.
What I admire is this loyalty. This band, he had his right people, and I heard that he was devastated when Filthy Animal Taylor passed away. This was the last straw.
He was.
Yeah.
I remember very well when the very first time, I'm a young dude, I'm in Nuremberg in this Hemmelan and I saw the two trucks, the black trucks outside. The first time, as a young musician, and I saw the very first time the PA. Now they have the flying PAs, but this time there's only horns, only the Martin horns, the big horns, and on both sides, 10 meters and 10 meters up to the wall of horns.
Stacked as hell, yeah.
Stacked, and every horn had the Motorhead logo.
Oh wow!
Awesome.
So that's mean in this time they're traveling with their own
carrying their own PA. Yeah. Wow.
PA. But I think this was let me count. Maybe 30 horns, then only bass horns, and then the tops, the high tops.
Right.
Damn, it was what a sound. And I was very close, I was in the first row, and I was right in front of Fast Eddie. And it was so crazy. Normally do you see the Marshall logo? No, he had Fast Eddie on his Marshalls.
Oh yeah.
Did he? Did he?
Yes, it was Fast Eddie on 4. When I remember, it was 4 speakers. On top was Marshall, of course, but speakers had no Marshall sign, had Fast Eddie. And
great.
And Lemmy was in the middle, and above was the fucking bomber. This was like fuck. I knew this already. The photo, this fantastic photo from the Slipknot Hammersmith album, which is a fantastic album. If you don't have this,
absolutely
buy it. This is a killer album. Every song a killer. And the spirit,
yeah.
What do you think, Johnny? Wait, Andre. What do you think? Are the first 4 albums the best? What is your opinion?
Yeah, I think with any band, the classic lineup is always one that's more true to a fan, you know. If it's not taking anything away from the later music, but it's like I think if you were a fan of the original, or maybe you got into Motorhead in the very beginning, in the early days, you can never compare that band, because that was it, you know. That was the holy grail. If you came later, you know, the newer guys did a great job. They made some amazing fucking music in the later days as well, you know. But the first 4 records, I mean, that's what we all know as the Motorhead sound. I mean, that's where it all began. And I think that's a special place that you can't really, you know, you can't fuck with that. That's like, it is what it is, you know.
You have a favorite album? You say that's my album?
I think, well, Ace of Spades.
Yes.
Because that was the first one that I bought, like, with my own money. So that was always the one, you know. But then you go back, or you go forward, and you know, you learn more, or you get different favorites for different reasons, or maybe, but when you buy your first record of a band and you just stare at that and listen to it, and just like, before the days of YouTube and all this stuff, where you just like fantasize, like, wow, what the, you know, look at that, and this, and every little detail. And that's
Yes.
for me how it was.
This cover was groundbreaking for me. This was because these guys look so like Mexicans, like, so this was this cover was made in
a
England.
fucking sandpit, you know.
Yes,
you know,
in England.
It is in a fucking sandpit.
Yeah.
You know, that's fucking amazing, isn't it?
Was dein Lieblingsalbum von Motorhead?
Inferno from 2004, because it's the longest.
It's a long.
Got the most songs.
Really, is it?
Or the longest?
I think so.
Stoffel?
No.
Was it deins?
It was a joke. No, my favorite are 1916 and March or Die.
Yes, cool.
Cool.
Stoffel, deins?
Meins ist auch noch Ace of Spades. Ganz klar.
Und du,
Well,
André?
My favorite album, I think, is 1916, because I think there's the most hits on it. You know, the most the most
commercial.
No. You know, you got so many big songs on that album. On each they had 1 or 2 great songs, but on the 1916 there are just too many great songs. You know, that's the Motorhead album, I think. It really is.
You know, in my case, I must say it's very hard, because I loved Bomber, I loved Overkill, I loved No Slip to Hammersmith, and I loved Ace of Spades, and I loved him to death, and I played him to death, and I can't say what is better. To be honest, I love all 4 same, because this is my, and I experienced them, and when I heard the first time, even Iron Fist was a cool album, but for me was this when I saw the 3 original ones, this was for me the holy, like you said, the holy grail. Yeah. I loved it so much, and let's say Ace of Spades has something, and every album has something special, and but now comes a band, another triple band, and they're called Bombers, the Bombers, and they play one of my favorite songs, I must say, is the song Bomber, and here is Bombers. I love it. This would be a band I would watch because they are not like a tribute band. They have their own style, but sounds pretty good and tight.
Yeah, I would agree. Not too cheesy with all the, like the costume or anything. I mean, they look like metalheads, Motorhead fans, and they sound good, like you said. That's better for me. I like that style of tribute, not too much.
More important as a outfit.
Absolutely, yeah.
Music.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But the voice,
I agree.
you can't do a Motorhead song with his voice. But this is the trademark, which is actually no real voice, nah? It's actually, what was it? What do you think? What was it? What the people around the world fascinated about this voice? What was it? Was it the roughness or what is it?
I think just first of all, it's Lemmy. There's nothing like it. It's totally unique. It sounds like he's gargling with broken glass. And what's more metal than a fucking voice like that? I mean, all this growling and all this like shit that you can't understand. He had like this rough, gravelly voice, but you still understood what he was saying, As Andre said, the lyrics were so important. So, I think being able to understand that, but to hear a very unique voice that sort of, you have this hell on earth musical thing, and the voice goes sort of on top.
Yes,
absolutely, absolutely.
Cuts through that insane sound. This voice cuts right through like a knife,
Absolutely. The music just hits you like a fucking train wreck, just it hits you like a train, and then you got this lyrics, the voice that just sharpen it up, it just cuts it, this loudness in two pieces, and the voice just kicks you right off,
Yeah.
Andre,
that's exactly what I think about that. Yeah.
wenn du Jesus Page spielst mit deiner Band,
ja.
Was geht dir immer vor? Was denkst du an? Denkst du nur an den Gig oder ist da irgendwas als a Metalhead in der Motorhead Fanclub? Was geht in dir davor?
Ganz ehrlich, ich will ihn einfach nur gut machen. Ich will den Song einfach nur gut machen, weil wir spielten den Song schon bevor Lemmy tot war. Und das ist für mich halt einfach so das Verbeugen vor diesen Menschen tatsächlich. Und ich will ihn einfach nur gut machen. Ich habe manchmal das Problem, dass ich die Strophen vertausche tatsächlich bei dem Song, aber das ist, glaube ich, gar nicht das Problem oder das ist gar nicht so schlimm, weil die Art, den zu spielen, den zu singen, ist, glaube ich, das Wichtige daran. Und
also wenn du
da denke ich dran.
Singst, dann gibt es aber Watschen.
Ja, das würde ich auch nicht machen.
Das Fate of Ace, da gibt es aber was.
Nee, das würde ich auch nicht machen.
Wie erklärst du dann das, was ihr abgeliefert habt?
Da habe ich, glaube ich...
Du willst ihn gut spielen, aber ihr habt den saugut gespielt. Wie erklärst du das?
Wir haben halt auch mal gute Momente zwischendurch.
Now, Johnny, Andre is a singer, fantastic singer in a band called Reason for Jack. And Reason for Jack, guess why? Who is Jack?
No idea. No.
Reason for Jack. There's always a reason for Jack.
When I met before I met this motherfucker, I was studying his lyrics. I got, who the fuck is Jack? I had no idea he's talking about Jack Daniels, and I what's happening? This lyric is Czech, and everywhere is Czech. So and
I like
the reason for Czech is this, Johnny, to make it a short term. They needed excuse to go out of the home. Their wives always, well, you go again to the rehearsal studio. Say, yeah, they needed a reason. The reason for Czech, So,
Cool.
Yeah.
and now this is now not a tribute. This is a fucking good tribute, but not a lookalike tribute. This is the rawness of Motorhead in the costume of Reason for Czech, and I love it. Here is Reason for Czech. Ja, schau nicht so blöd, hat die ganz schön erwischt.
For fools, but that's the way I like it, baby. I don't wanna live forever. And don't forget the Joker. I don't think we're done yet. Don't forget us! Wir sind Reason for Jack!
It was fantastic, André.
Ja, du weißt gar nicht, wie gut der Board steht, ohne Scheiß.
Yeah. Beer's much better than without, isn't it, Johnny?
Yeah, man.
Look like an ass with ears, ne? And
it's ass. Yeah, it is. Oh shit!
That was cool, man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Nice job.
It's live, you know.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So, Johnny, what's some news about Doros live on the road or in studio? Something going on?
Yeah, working on a few years ago, we did this Triumph and Agony anniversary thing. It was 30 years since Triumph and Agony.
That was a great thing, Triumph and Agony, I think.
Some special shows playing the whole album live. And we recorded some of those shows, Sweden Rock, a few smaller gigs. We went to Spain and USA. And so we have a live album coming out, which is a 30th anniversary of Triumph and Agony record live.
Great.
And yeah, but Doro's constantly working on music. She's got some new songs she's writing, and she's working on mixing this live album. And as far as concerts, I mean, this, you know, the COVID thing has really fucked it up for everybody. I mean, we're just waiting till we can tour again. We have some shows booked in the summer, but it's like 50-50 whether they will happen or not. Last summer we played some drive-in again live. You know, it was actually kind of fun. And we have a few of those, not drive-in shows, but like socially distanced, you know, the Strandkorb.
Yes.
These beach chairs. We have, there's a festival called the Strandkorb Festival, and they have these beach chairs spaced out all over the place, and you know, normal concerts.
Die sind in Nürnberg,
Nürnberg, yes.
am Pfalzer Weiher, anstatt von Pyros.
Yes.
The brewery gig and a couple other ones. Last summer they were only in Mönchengladbach. This year they have a few different cities, I think Augsburg and Nuremberg and a few others. And so we'll be doing some of those shows. Yeah, but hoping that we can all get back to normal as soon as possible.
We have we slow down one more time with a little bit from a sound, because it's a blues. The Warhouse.
That's
The Warhouse.
Yeah.
It's from the Inferno album. So metal. It's a cool song. It's an acoustic song. Yeah.
Well, we come up from the gutter, wrong side of the tracks. Yeah, we come up from the gutter, wrong side of the tracks. You know the music goes is outdated, and it ain't never been back. You know the only thing that's missing is a little mouth hard blues. Mouth hard blues. You know the only thing that's missing is a little mouth hard blues. Mouth hard blues. And your life's full of surprises. You know we do that too. You know we ain't too good looking, but we are satisfied. Satisfied. No, we never been good looking, but we are satisfied. Satisfied. You should open up a little whorehouse, honey. Get a little booty on the side.
Well, I can tell you something. There was a pretty late one, wasn't it? And it was a little bit sad to see him like this, isn't it? It's a little bit sad, you know. I saw him performing this a particular song on the Inferno tour, and he was standing like this, you know, and just blowing the harp with strength, you know. And I think that it was a pretty late one where he was pretty weak, and it was sad to see. I
agree.
Have to say that.
So I want to compare now with another band who plays the same song like Andre.
Oh shit!
Of course. Oh shit! Let's see.
Who
kicks your ass or you kick their ass? So whatever. Let's see who is better. But we give everybody a chance to prove.
Absolutely.
Them, you know? Yeah. Here's the band Aces High. Yes.
Oh.
Aces High, and
it's a Iron Maiden tribute, isn't it? Aces High.
Yeah. Aces High.
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
And they play Ace of Spades. Let's go crazy.
Die haben halt
great one.
Ja, die haben krampfhaft versucht, am Original zu sein. Und da fehlt einfach die Lockerkeit, so wie ihr das bei Riesen vor Check gehabt habt. Den eigenen Stil locker, volle Kanne raus. Und die versuchen halt wirklich krampfhaft da an das Original hinzukommen.
Also ich muss mich verabschieden, gell?
Oh ja, du musst.
Ich muss. Good night. Genau.
Danke fürs Gespräch.
Du hast Einschluss.
Wieder einmal.
Tschüss.
Ja, genau.
Danke dir, Mortel.
Genau.
Macht's gut. Tschüss, servus. Oje, die Badehaut.
Oh je.
Oh yeah.
Oh
He
yeah.
is in hospital.
Really? Ah,
And now he
shit.
must go to bed.
Yes, they say, you have to sleep 10 o'clock.
Yes.
Yeah, man. That's right. That was pretty good. I would like to hear them live. That sounded like a studio track to me. This last band.
But I agree what the others write. The voice, definitely Andre's version better.
Yeah.
It's more real, yes.
Sounded a bit
Pressed.
forced.
Yes.
A little bit straight. Yeah.
Now I choose a song,
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
I must say I lost a little bit track with Motorhead with the older albums. Every year or every 2 years a new album. So I lost it after my favorite 4 first album, that I didn't know that one album, the 15th, called We Are Motorhead. I didn't know.
I love this song, We Are Motorhead. That's great lyrics, in this song. And it's so full of fucking energy. We are Motorhead and we don't kick your ass. Yeah, bro. It's so good, I like this song.
I googled it, and I was sure it's maybe the one of the on the very first album, which was not the famous one. I was sure it is on this, and then I say, what the hell? 2015. When was it? It was the 15th
great
album.
song, great album.
Yeah, let's listen to it. Yeah, I have it.
Yeah.
Warte, meine Frau.
I can't wait.
Why I don't have it here?
I don't know.
I don't hear anything.
Why don't you hear something? What's that?
I forgot to load up this song. Can you believe this?
Andre, you must
Richie,
sing.
what the hell?
Yeah.
Andre, you must sing.
I have to say, I just,
Johnny. Aber wenn du unsere Voice-Overs magst, aber dann fließen, ne? Nicht.
Das krieg ich schon hin, mach dir mal keinen Kopf.
South more Jack to get fluent. You know what?
I do.
I wait, because it's not a long track, but I was surprised. It was the 15th album, We Are Motorhead.
Yeah.
I say, well. So here we go.
Here we go.
Go. Here we go.
We've been married to your heart and made it at the most. We know already reach to save your soul. We don't know when to switch, but we can let you know. We know how to be, we bring you rock and roll. We are the ones you love, but we're the ones you hate. We are the ones who always too early or too late. We are the future, baby, used to be the past. We are Motorhead, born to kick your ass. But you've never heard. We are electric puppeteer and trust the world. We are the flame at night, the fire in the trash. We are Motorhead. 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 We are Motorhead.
This was definitely back to the roots. This song could easily be on Overkill, on Bomber, or on Ace of Spades. It's like the same,
Absolutely.
like We Are the Road Crew or Metropolis or Overkill.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
This was definitely the spirit of Fast Eddie and Filthy Animal Taylor for me.
Mm. Yeah, man.
You know,
Very similar.
Yeah, it was cling-a-ling-a-ling. Here we are again. You know, it was just here we are, and I loved it. I loved it when I heard it the first time. I loved it, and great lyrics.
Question to the round. The last album, Black Magic, right? Was it
I like it.
Black Magic or Bad Magic? I forgot.
Bad Magic.
Bad Magic.
Bad
Do you
Magic.
think he knew this will be the last album? Johnny, what do you think?
I don't know. I mean, I think as with every record they just did just made the music they could at the time, and I don't think I don't think they put any extra thought into that. I think they just were trying to keep the momentum going, you know? It seemed like their thing. I mean, especially, like you said, they would put out a lot of new records.
Da hängt er mal wieder. Schade.
Needed to play and needed to make music to get back on tour again. I think they were just trying to keep the process moving forward.
Johnny, I saw you live. I saw you very close. I was sitting very close to the stage and watched you playing. You're a very hard hitter, very, very wild, very hard. What do you say about Mickey D? If you watch him, every song you see him is like a maniac, like a beast. What do you say as a drummer to a drummer?
I mean, he started out as a very, first time I met him, he was still doing the King Diamond stuff. And I met him in Copenhagen, and he was just like doing the killer double bass stuff, like way before a lot of other people. But yeah, I mean, you got to hit heavy, got to hit hard if you play rock and roll. That's a lot.
But what I didn't know, Aki from Rock of Angeles, the label boss, he told me he didn't know that Mickey D is a Greek. Do you know?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
He's like me. He has a long name that can't be pronounced. But I'm Italian and he's Greek, so we just both ended up using this D as a short name for our long ethnic names. But yeah,
my one of my first drummer called Tommy D. His name was Dietweger. He passed away recently, not long ago, and he named Tommy D.
Yeah,
same D-E-E.
It's funny though, a Greek in Sweden, like it just doesn't seem like typical. But yeah, I guess that's where his family's from.
I put in the last minute another song from a dear band, and very close. I even sent him a link to join us, the bass player, which looks a little bit like Andre. It could be your father.
He is my father in a way, isn't he? He is my father. And
I tell you what, I joined this band in 2014 on stage for 3 songs. And I tell you what, the Elvis songs in Motorhead style. Jealous Rock, Hound Dog, Blue Suede Shoes. But it's such raw power. And if you watch this now, then you know what I mean. You know, it's like a fucking amazing band. And good guys. And Eumel, Klaus, and Henny. Henny Wolt is actually quite famous because he was in Thunderhead and did a lot of great stuff. And you listen now, because this song we didn't play today so far. And now comes one of the very, very best of Motorhead is Overkill. I think Overkill opens a lot of doors for many metal bands, because this was before, I think Overkill was before Fast at the Shark, for example. And
absolutely,
was Overkill the first ever double bass like in this style What do you think, Johnny?
Was that like 76? I'm trying to think.
No, it was
So 79, 80, something like this. Right?
Yeah. Okay. I don't think it was the first, but I think it was one of the biggest songs with double bass in it for sure.
And now we watch Klaus plays the double bass, Henny plays the guitar, and Eumel plays the bass and sings, and it's fantastic. It's raw power. Close up, right in front of the stage. Here we go. Nitro Gods, my old friends. Yeah.
I love him. I love him.
Nitro Gods is a fucking great live band, I tell you. And I was on stage, fucking loud.
Are they from your area? Are they from down there by you guys, or
Nitro Gods?
Sort of, isn't it? Sort of.
Good question.
Yeah.
I think Klaus is Stuttgart, and Eumel.
Mm-hmm.
But Henny is from the north.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, now
they played a fucking great show on the 28th of December in, was it 2019 or 2018? I'm not quite sure. On the day of Lemmy's death, a year or two later, and they played a special Live at Hammersmith show in Berlin on his date of death, and I traveled to Berlin for that fucking concert, and it was so amazing. I met a lot of Motorhead bangers from all over Europe, and we had such a blast on that night, and it kept the spirit alive,
Yeah.
and
Cool.
and it was so great. It was so great. That's something I want to say. I'm in some fan clubs from bands, and I'm in the Motorhead Bangers fan club, and I never had such an experience than in the Motorhead Bangers fan club. In the new days, there's always everything online. You meet the fans online and stuff like that. But in the Motorhead Banger fan club, the original feeling is still alive. We do a ball each year. It's called Motorhead Bangers Ball, and it happens every year. We met in London, we met in Berlin, we met in Paris, in Athens,
Yeah.
and really everybody comes to this event. I met people from Finland, from Greece, from LA, and from Japan. Somebody flew in for the Motorhead Bangers Ball in Berlin from Japan.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, that's so awesome. And in no other fan club you got this spirit. And in Motorhead Bangers fan club, there is something you can't describe really. You meet someone for the first time, and it only takes 2 seconds to be his friend. Because he loves Motorhead, you love Motorhead, and you got so much in common.
Yeah.
It's not just the music; it's some sort of lifestyle you do, and that is so amazing about the Motorhead thing. That's so amazing about that, I think.
Andre, this takes 2 seconds to say yes, for example, because the first musicians already joined our fan club. And you can say now, yes, you join us because the musicians are VIPs. We call them Ace of Spades VIP. So say yes and join us.
Yes, I do.
Herr Präsident, übernehmen Sie bitte. I want to
Ich melde mich bei dir.
I want to say something about Nitro Gods before we close the show nearly.
Wait a second. I see in the comment it was in 2018. 18. This show in Berlin with the Nitro Gods. It was 2018.
Yeah. So
and
Nitro Gods.
I the Castle House.
One story that shows you what kind of band this is. Chaos, one of our members, he's in a wheelchair for that. That's why we always say Luftpumpen, and he's a crazy fucker. He's the most crazy guy in our fan club. But we forgive him because he's a crazy motherfucker. But we love him dearly. So what happened? He loves Nitro Gods. He got married. His sister was so crazy to ask Nitro Gods if they would come to play for him on his wedding. He has no idea that this band is coming. He loved this band dearly. And there are scenes that you get goosebumps. He was in his wheelchair. He has a black hat, and then opens the door and Nitro Gods came out and played for him, acoustic sets, And
so
this
awesome.
shows what kind of band Nitro God is. It's amazing. This made it, and he will always remember this. That's why I say that's my boys. So
Yeah, cool.
and I met them, and they're awesome guys. Eumel, Henny, and Klaus are awesome guys. So we have 2 songs left, and of course now we come to the end, and now we hear the original, because one of my favorite songs, I must say, and this is, now we didn't see the Bomber yet, right?
We
the real
didn't.
Bomber. Now, and I was exactly underneath. I was in the first row, 90, 82, 83. I don't know, because I was looking, when was exactly, because it was the Iron Fist tour, or it was the No Sleep Till Christmas tour. I really don't know what was it. It's so long ago.
I think it was the Bombers and Eagles tour, wasn't it?
Because
I don't know.
I got confused. I saw 2 supports. I saw Tank and I saw Killers. Killer from Switzerland. I really don't know. I think Killers was the first one with Fast Eddie and Filthy Element Taylor. And when I was in the first row, it was with the big PA. I told before. This was when they had this the Bomber. And when you see the Bomber, the original Bomber, not the old one, not the new one, the old original Bomber was massive. It was killer. And here we go. Bomber is in Motorhead.
Oh, it was so great. It was so great.
I'm
I
blessed
saw
that I saw it.
the first time that I saw the Bomber was at a really small venue in Cologne, and they figured out to fly the Bomber, but the whole stage was filled with the Bomber, and they made him fly, and it came so far down to the stage that Lemmy had to put his head away, so he didn't get smacked by it. It was so great in Cologne Ewerk. It was the 6th of December, because he always played on the 6th of December in Cologne. I'm not quite sure the year. It must be 98, 97, something about that. And it was so great. The Bomber flew down and he just said, "Oh shit." It was so great.
One thing is sure, we are thankful that this guy existed. This guy left a legacy, left fucking awesome music, showed us what humbleness is, and I was affected and from him from beginning and to the end. And I was
Yeah.
not following all the albums later on, but always summer songs, yes. But for me, always the very first ones was for me the
ones.
yes. Johnny,
Cool. Yeah.
Andre, Stoffel, thank you so much. It was a pleasure to meet you again after so many years.
Yeah. Thank you for having me on, man. Nice to meet you guys too. I'll show you a
I'm,
little picture here.
I'm very, very.
Yes, look at this.
Oh shit! Oh
But
shit!
that's the real shit here.
Yeah.
It's the real shit around here. Just
Nice.
see that? It's Lemmy,
Cool.
his bass guitar, the Murder One around here.
Uh-huh.
It's all there.
Awesome.
It's all there.
Cool, man. Thanks, Richie. You guys take care, and
Wait a
hope
moment.
to see you at a gig somewhere.
Absolutely, Johnny.
Stay healthy.
I want to show you something if I can find it.
I want to show you something.
This photo,
Oh,
yeah,
Yes.
just went away.
this photo was made in Koh Samui.
Oh,
Is that you?
how sweet!
That's me.
Wow.
Is it really?
Yeah, with sideburns. I did my Elvis show, and this was after the show where we met, Johnny.
Oh, cool, man. Yeah, that was like, what, 2002 or so?
No, it must be 2004.
Okay.
2005. I'm not sure. I think it was
Somewhere
2004.
around there.
Yeah.
Cool.
And yeah, that's when I met you, and I was impressed by the band. It was so fucking tight band, and I you know, I must say I was impressed because of the noise. Holy shit, this was really loud.
Aw.
Holy fucking jeez.
And
Do
there
me a
was
favor,
about,
Johnny.
Yeah.
I think you like our. I hope you like our show, and please pass my email address to Doro if she want to come. We will love to welcome you in this show, because we all asked. I got many times they ask me, "Hey, you can bring Doro." There, yeah, she's the. I don't want to say she's the shit. I mean, you know what I mean.
That's
She's
all
cool,
right,
you know.
can say that.
She's
Yeah,
the
she's
shit. Yeah,
awesome.
why
She's the
not?
metalhead. We are metal is forever. You know, this is you will see. We'll be a brand one day. One day we are famous. I hope so.
Yeah,
I hope
hope
and then we'll
so,
come back.
man.
Maybe come back with her together.
Yeah,
Doro
that'd be
and
cool.
something.
I'll tell her. Hope
Please.
to see you guys again, and good luck with everything. And yeah, keep in touch.
Thank you, Annette. From
Yeah, thanks to
Red
Annette
Lion
from
Music.
Red Lion. Yep,
Yes,
she's the one that hooked me up, and she's awesome too. So
yes, she's a part of the team already. She brings a lot of good stuff. I tell you,
cool.
Johnny. I don't want to
Johnny,
keep you
see
away
ya.
from.
Yeah, Max.
Thank you so much, Johnny.
Yeah,
Andre,
Bye bye. See you soon.
Stoffel, all the best. And the
take care, guys.
last time now, and this is now forever that for today, is Ace of Spades with the real shit. With
The real shit.
say it, Andre, say it. We are Motorhead, and
We are metal is forever. Now you're looking to Motorhead.
Ace of.
Ace of Spades.
That's
Musik.